All right, daily Zohar. Daily Zohar is also for Rosh Hashanah. So, we do it like this. Tanya, the Zohar says, Rosh Hashanah dehu reisha de shata de malka. We learned that Rosh Hashanah is the new year, the beginning of the year of the king, of the Melech. Humihu Rosh Hashanah, who is considered to be, who is Rosh Hashanah? That is Yitzchak. Yitzchak Avinu. Shenikra, that is called, his nickname, his code name is Rosh. Like in the Lavdil, the president has a name, they have a code name. So the code name of Yitzchak is Rosh. Shu Rosh Echad Shel HaMelech. There is one head of the king. And Makom Shenikra Shana, in a place that it's called Shana. Because of that, Kol Ba'ei Olam Ovrim Lefanav Kevnei Maron. All creatures of the world, when they come to Rosh Hashanah, pass in front of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, as a shepherd walks, checks his shepherds, guys. When a shepherd counts, which is amazing, by the way, it's an amazing ability that shepherds and cattlemen have. And that is, you have, for example, 500 heads of cattle or sheep. The ability to count quickly, and they tell each one is missing. You know how to do that, guys? You don't do it? What? Say it again? The father? Yeah. So you can't run away. So when Bnei Maron is a place that was narrow, then only one at a time can go. And then the shepherd comes and he goes, okay, this one. And you can tell, if you work with cattle, you work with animals, you can tell, even though that on the surface they all look the same, but when you work with them all the time, all of a sudden you see there's a lot of big difference, character, looks, and so on and so forth. So on Rosh Hashanah, all creatures of the world pass in front of a Kadosh Baruch Hu for judgment. And he is the shepherd, and he's counting. That's why it is good to come to Rosh Hashanah first. So when you pray, try to find a minyan that davens early, not late. And therefore we learn the Rosh Hashanah, ki beRosh Hashanah shorei Yitzchak. The attribute of Yitzchak rests upon us during Rosh Hashanah. Uvachag nidonim al hamayim. And when is a chag? When we judge for the water. When is the judgment for water? Sukkot. Zoy atchalat hayamin shel hamelech. That's the beginning of revealing of the right side of the king. Ve'al ken, and therefore simchat hamayim, the joy of the water, simchat bet hashoeva, nimtzet bakol, is all over the place. B'sha'ah shemenaschim mayim v'shoavim otam, where they pour the water or they pump the water out. It's a big simcha. Why? Ki mayim hem yeduim. Water is a known entity. Ve'al zeh be'arba parakim elu hakol nimtza. In these 4 chapters, everything is present within those Rosh Hashanot and so on and so forth. Amar Rabbi Yossi, when you look carefully, Rabbi Yossi said, when you look carefully at that, Akol nimtza be'elu prakim. And all these segments, the 4 chapters, that everything is nidon, everything is being judged, we have, and which are those 4 chapters, Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. Who is the 4th one? David HaMelech. David. Uve'elu ha'olam nidon be'arba prakim. And these are the 4 times in which the world is being judged. Uve'arba prakim bnei adam nidonim. And people are being judged and looked upon in 4 different parts of the year. Bayamim shenimtzaim ba'olam. As long as they in this world, b'chol yom v'yom. Every single day, as long as you're alive, every single day, the books are open. And the actions are being written. Ve'en mi sheyashgiach. And nobody pays attention. Ve'en mi sheyateh ozno. Nobody wants to listen. Va'torah me'ida b'chol yom. And the Torah gives testimony every single day. Did this guy learn with me? He didn't learn with me. He learned with me? He didn't learn with me. The Torah gives you a testimony. Therefore, you don't have a better ally than the Torah itself. It's the best ally. V'akol koreh bekoach. And the voice comes out aloud. And it says, Mipeti yasur hena. Who is going to be an innocent person who's going to come and learn with us? Chasar lev amalo. You don't have a heart. You leave me alone. Ve'en mishi yishma lekola. Nobody listens to her voice. The Torah is calling, and nobody cares. Everybody is busy doing something else. This one is building a house, the other one is marrying a wife, the other one is doing business, this doing this, and nobody cares about Torah. This one going to college, all of a sudden, Torah does not exist. It's amazing, it's fascinating. It is fascinating to me, and so upsetting to me, how everybody will make himself so busy, and the first thing that comes, they take the Torah and they put it in recycle. Not even. School comes, that's it, no Torah. This comes, no Torah. This, no Torah. What's it? And where is the Torah? The Bet HaMidrash. Not at home when you're laying on your sofa, you're reading your art scroll, you're thinking you're learning. You're not learning, you're reading. There's a big difference between reading a book and learning Torah. Reading a book, you read a book. Whatever comes in, comes out. Memories of a geisha, no more than that. But when you learn Torah, you have to learn with all your koach, with all your body. That's what Torah matisha kocho shel adam. He puts all his effort into it. That's called yagia, to work hard. That's amal, you determine, I'm going to work in Torah. That's my work. I do it all your koach. That's why I don't believe that you're going to be successful in your life. Because if you cannot put the effort to learn Torah, how can you be successful putting effort into anything else? It's the easiest thing to do. And yet people don't do it. So I don't believe you're going to be successful doing anything else. You need to work hard on it. It's very nice that you have a whole set of books in your library at home, that they are beautiful. It comes the maid every Friday. She cleans the shelves. She arranged them by color and this, and it's all color-coded and size-coded. But never open the book. You open the book and it's like brand new, like this, brand new. That still smells good. The beauty of a book is that it's used. They have tape on it. They have this, you have that. It's used. That's the beauty of books, not that they look perfect. For that, you didn't have to spend so much money to buy books. There's some leather-bound books, they look better. Put some classic, they look better. It's not a picture. Or go take a wallpaper that looks like bookshelf. It looks the same thing. There's no difference between the wallpaper that looks like books or your books or your bookshelf. You need to open it. You need to learn. You need to set an example for your child. You need to set an example for yourself. Because one day the Torah will come and the Torah will testify against you. It won't testify against you. It just say what you didn't do. And this you need to do. You need to learn it. How are you supposed to keep Torah if you don't learn it? It's impossible for you to keep Torah mitzvah. So you don't learn. That's exactly the beginning of the end. When the day comes that you stop learning, this is the first day of your deterioration. You're going to come down to this. And before you know, I'm going to tell you this. It's like the discipline, the muscle, your spiritual muscle is not working. You never activate your moral muscle also. And you think you're going to do something right, and you're not. You're going to be doing something bad. And that's your deterioration. I know people who were religious, and they went off the derech. But believe me, they continue learning because they can't leave the Torah without learning. You can't leave the Torah alone. V'aneshama, and then on top of the Torah, will come your soul, your neshama, and will testify on you when? Bechol et uvechol sha'a, and any given moment and time. All the time, your soul will testify on what you did, or what you thought, or what you didn't do. Harasfarim ptuchim, the books are open. V'amaasim nichtavim. Everything that you do is being written in a book. Amar Rabbi Chia. Rabbi Chia said, Ashreim HaTzadikim, lucky are the righteous people, she'enam mityarim mipnei adin lo ba'olam hazeh velo ba'olam haba. Those who are not afraid, who have nothing to fear from the judgment, not in this world, not in that world. Zeu shekatuv v'tzadikim kechfir yiftach. It says tzadikim will be as confident as a young lion. V'katuv tzadikim yirashu haaretz, and the righteous people will inherit the land. Because a person who puts his mind and puts his heart to learn Torah, it's hard, it's difficult. You have bills to pay. You have bills to pay. But yet, you know that this is something that you must do. You have to make yourself, give yourself time to learn every single day. Would any of you forget his own mother? I don't think so. I would like to think. Nobody will forget his own mother. Nobody forget who gave birth to him. How could you forget the Torah? How can you could take the Torah and push it to the side? Taking the Torah and pushing it to the side is like a person who would throw away his own mother who nursed him and would cherish his father's, mistress. You can't. You can never do that. So a person could not push aside the Torah for whatever he's busy. He should find the time of day that is set and sanctified for learning Torah. Even if you go to medical school, even if you're becoming an astronaut, even if you're becoming the President of the United States. Usually they have a lot of time on their hands, but they go on vacation a lot. I don't know. Even if you have to pay tuition for school, for yeshivas, or whatever, you have to work. You have to set a time to learn. There's no excuse. There is no excuse. You want to come to Rosh Hashana? Come with something in your hand. Make your decision now. What is your dedicated time to learn? And go for it. Stick to it. Maybe you'll earn another year. Because as long as you are here in Bet HaMidrash and you're learning, you are taking part of Olam Haba. Being Bet HaMidrash is not considered to be a part of this world. Here in Bet HaMidrash, no Yetzer Hara. Only in Shamayim there's no Yetzer Hara. When you go out, it's a different story. Again, as we said yesterday, this is Reshut HaYachid. Over there is Reshut HaRabim. And the Yachid that you have Reshut here is the Yetzer Tov and the Torah and Kedusha Brichu. Outside, there's a balagan. It's a big balagan outside. Isha yashar be'enav yaseh. Outside, whatever you feel like doing, you do. But here is different. You make your choices. You make your choices because you're free. Make the right choices and get life.